I bet. There's no gender in tarot. He could be a she could be a he. He could be in feminine energy, she could be in masculine energy. Also, I don't know you personally. I'm just reading the energy. So let's hold off on the attacks. We can keep it cordial, we can get spiritual. We don't need to go that route though, you know what I'm saying? So while I was in meditation, I saw someone standing in like a sunroom, right? And it was just so bright in there, like all the sunlight was just beaming in. So this person was standing in front of this big old window, and the sun was just kissing them, right? They were just sun-kissed, you feel me? And it was another person on the other side, but on the other side of this window, it was dark though. It wasn't like dark like night. It was just like the sun wasn't shining on the other side. And this person was standing there, like, and they pulled out a bouquet of roses, but the roses were kind of droopy. So it's giving me that, like, it's losing its life. It's not, dead all the way yet, but it's losing its life or whatever. So, and the person was like, look, real frail, real thin, like skin and bones, you know what I'm saying? So that's giving me like, somebody feels like they're suffocating, you know what I'm saying? It's like they're withering away without you, you know what I'm saying? The boundary you put up has this person sick, like it's like they can't breathe without you, like they wasting away. But you just looking, not even attempting to let them in, right? So it's giving me like dark versus light here. So when I came out of meditation, it was 7:26. So that's giving me prosperity, balance, and divine support. So you good, like you exactly where you supposed to be. But if I broke that down, it broke down to a 15, which is the devil in tarot, which is like, codependency, vices, being chained to things that you could let go of, but they not letting go of it. So you know what I'm saying? This is some crazy shit. So somebody wants you to let them back in, basically. But we're gonna see what's going on in the energy. Holy Spirit, ancestors, spirit guides, what do we need to know for the collective at this time that will help them and not hinder them? You know what I'm saying? We need to know what the hell going on, because that's a little deep right there. Somebody is like fucked up about you, for real. Somebody fucked up about you. Let's see what's going on. What's going on, Holy Spirit? Talk to me. That's just entirely too many. Holy Spirit. But let's see what we got though. I'll start off with 5, 4 in the flip over. We'll do it like that. So we have twin flame and escape. We have happy endings in reverse. One more, Holy Spirit, please. We have lifesaver, and then on the bottom we have honor. So right off the bat, this is, of course, a twin flame situation. Could be a soulmate or what used to be a soulmate, you know what I'm saying? And then we have escape behind that. So this is someone that you probably felt like was your soulmate, or they felt like you were their soulmate, and they basically jumped ship on your ass. They got distracted with something, some sort of way. I don't know, maybe they feel like they couldn't, confirmation, but maybe they feel like they couldn't live up to what you wanted, or they felt like they weren't worthy enough to be your soulmate, so they jumped ship. And then besides that, we have happy endings in reverse. So that's giving me that you thought that this was the person for you, you know what I'm saying? And it turns out that they really weren't. It's not a happy ending. It didn't turn out how you wanted it, you know what I'm saying? I guess forever doesn't last forever after all, you know what I'm saying? And then we got lifesaver behind that. So now this person is wanting to reach out to you for help or aid, or they're just looking for you to come back in because they miss you, you know what I'm saying? You were their lifeline. It's like they drowning, they sinking, you know what I'm saying, without you or whatever. And then we got honor on the end. So that's giving me that they think very highly of you, you know what I'm saying? But they didn't know what to do with you, so they jumped ship, you know what I'm saying? I guess the love that you gave them or whatever you provided to them, they weren't used to it. They're probably more than likely used to chaotic situations. Maybe they were just, you know what I'm saying, thought they were doing something casual, and it turned out to be more than casual, and they more than likely wasn't ready for what you were ready for, so they got the hell on, and they got you into this notion that y'all were gonna be together, and it didn't turn out the way that you thought, you know what I'm saying? And now they looking for you because they see that you are the prize. They see that you are held in high honor, you know what I'm saying? You are that deal, you are that person, and they want you back, you know what I'm saying? They shouldn't have left you, and now they thinking about this shit heavily. So we'll clarify with these cards. Jesus. And on the bottom we have judgment, and in the middle we have passion and optimism. So this person feels like they gonna come back in. They know that they trying to right their wrongs basically with you. They trying to come back in. They optimistic about coming back in. They got hope that they can come back in and y'all can make this shit shake. You know what I'm saying? It shake that ass time. It shake that ass time. But on your end, it's not shake that ass time. Yeah. So let's clarify twin flame, please. What about this twin flame, Holy Spirit? What about this twin flame? Tell me more. What can you tell me about this twin flame? What about them? We have leadership coming out. So this person more than likely saw you as a leader, somebody who was a very trustworthy partner, someone they could count on, someone that they respected, but they more than likely didn't respect themselves. So because of that, they took you for granted when really it was their own insecurities that caused them to jump ship on you, you know what I'm saying, which is unfortunate. Because now you're coming into this new abundant state where you may have new relationships trying to come in at this time, or they fear that you're going to have a new relationship that's coming in and they don't want that to happen. But I mean, they left you, you know what I'm saying? So what you supposed to do with that? They got rid of you, or you know what I'm saying? They just left you out there they just left you hanging, you know what I'm saying? They left you high and dry, you feel me? Then behind that, we have restrictions. So yeah, this person that you thought was your soulmate or somebody that you probably wanted to be with for long term, they now know that you are a leader. You're not a follower. Like, that's probably what they used to. They probably used to people that follow behind them, or they're probably used to people that do things that they want them to do without question. They don't question things. And you probably was one of those people that ask questions a lot, or you question things, or you ask, basically you just ask questions, and they ain't like that. You start making them have to think and shit, and they ain't like that shit. They just wanted you to be a yes man, basically. But because of that, you were already in your abundant state, you know what I'm saying? But they didn't know that. I guess the era or the season that they met you in, you weren't in this abundant state, so they probably felt like, hey, well, shit, I can control this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? She ain't really what I'm used to. She ain't really up there like that, so I could control her. I could make her turn into a yes man. But you really were that abundant person. You were really that leader, you know what I'm saying? And because of this, it has this person feeling like they're restricted, you know what I'm saying? Or they're restricted from you, or you've restricted them from you. They no longer have an end to come in and deal with you. Like, you basically, like, hell no, I don't want nothing else to do with you. So it's giving me that they on the outside looking in, you know what I'm saying? And now they're seeing things from a higher perspective. They want to come back in. You restricting them or placing them on restriction has them now looking at things from a higher perspective. They're like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I really looked at this person as something else that they were not, and it caused me to jump ship when really that's who I should have stayed with. So whoever they jump ship on you for, they're the person that's not the leader. They're the person that's the follower. They're the person that's not in that abundant state. And because of that, that person made you restrict them from you, because who the fuck want to deal with somebody like that? You know what I'm saying? No, that means you ain't got no self-worth. So kudos to you for having self-worth and standing your motherfucking ground, because it has this nonchalant person, or this person that just think they control everybody. It has them now looking at things from a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? They're now seeing that the way that they've been thinking or their way of thinking is null and void, like it ain't no damn good. And the song that's playing right now is Toxic by Summer Walker, featuring Lil Durk, and the time is 9:08. Buzz down to a 17, buzz down to an 8. You reap what you sow type shit. So that's what the fuck going on. This was a karmic connection, baby. This is not your soulmate. So if they come back, hell no. You can hear them out if you want to. You know what I'm saying? That's on you. I can't tell you what to do. I can only make suggestions. But tell me more about escape here, Holy Spirit. Tell me more about escape, please. What about this escape? Why they jump ship on this person? Why did they jump ship on this person? Why did they feel like they had to jump out the window on this person? Because it looked like they panicked or something, because who the hell jumping out the window and let some shit on fire, or it's like very dire or something. So maybe you triggered this person so bad that they just felt like they had to, you know what I'm saying, escape what the hell you was giving them. And we have under that, we have the Hermit. So yeah, now they're feeling, more than likely they're feeling alone, or they've placed themselves in this isolation state, or this is you that has isolated yourself and you went within to grow from the things that they did to you. Confirmation, you went within to grow from the pain that this person put you through. You know what I'm saying? They jumped ship on you, and that caused you to go internally to understand yourself, because it probably had you feeling all out of whack. It probably had you feeling like you were that person they jumped ship for. It probably had you feeling like you weren't worthy. It probably had you feeling like, you know what I'm saying, what's wrong with me? Why this person don't want to be with me? I gave them everything, you know what I'm saying? They ain't want for shit. I gave them love, attention, affection, all that, and they still left me. So it probably took you a while to come up out of that, you know what I'm saying? But because you went within, God guided you through that pain and that hurt. Tell me more. We have perseverance. Yeah, you pushed through that shit, man. You got through that shit. Like, it probably, I know that shit killed you. Like, I know it killed you, but you stay resilient with healing yourself. You stay resilient with not allowing somebody else's projections on you to become you. You know what I'm saying? You didn't allow how this person treated you to make you think less of yourself. And I love that for you, you know what I'm saying? I'm so glad that even though this person had you tired, feeling drained and shit, depleted, that you still had enough gall to get back up and, you know what I'm saying, build yourself back up. Because, I mean, if you don't do it, who else gonna do it? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody else gonna build you back up. You gotta do it for yourself. So, yeah, this person thought they left you fucked up, for real. They thought that they left you so fucked up that you were gonna come back. Like, it was only a matter of time that you were gonna be begging them, calling them, hitting their phone, texting, whatever, however you want to look at it. And you did none of that shit. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. You did none of that shit. Then we have coming out prosperity. Yeah, because you persevered, man. Look, you just stepped into. So prosperity and abundance, those are two different things. You know what I'm saying? Abundance could be, you know what I'm saying, an abundance of love, an abundance of riches, an abundance of, you know what I'm saying, being rich in spirit, things like that. But prosperity, that's actually, you know what I'm saying, holding shit down. That's like monetary, tangible things. So you're coming into a new financial season, you know what I'm saying? You've entered into your season of the land of milk and honey, you know what I'm saying? And now they're seeing that now you've turned into this privileged person. They thought, well, you were already the privileged person. You were just cloaked. God hid you in plain sight. So they thought that you wasn't this person, but you really was. And because you walked away from them, it actually pushed you into your prosperity season. And they see that now, you know what I'm saying? They turned their back on you, and because they turned their back on you, man, that shit pushed your ass goddamn 20, 30 steps ahead, you feel me? And then you got reunions down here. So yeah, like I said, this person that you thought was your twin flame or your soulmate, they want to come back in now. This past person, because that's what it's giving if it's saying reunions. This is a past person, of course, or it could be a past life person. They're now wanting to come back in and reconvene or try to pick up things where they left off. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they want to come back in and, you know, tell the truth. Or maybe they, you know what I'm saying, trying to come in and show you that they're different, that they've changed now. But I'm not feeling that they really have. I'm feeling that it's only because they see that you're leveling up without them. Maybe they thought that you needed them in order to have this level up, but really it's looking like they hindered you from your level up. And as soon as you healed and got over this person leaving you stuck in all this turmoil and shit, you got down, stepped into your most highest timeline. Like, you bossed up on the motherfucker. You glowed up on the motherfucker. And they saying that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it has them in despair. Hence, with my meditation, them showing up with that bouquet of roses. And those roses are withering away. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think you don't, who the hell wants some half-dead flowers? So, that's letting me know that their ass coming in half-ass for real. They're going to come in wearing a mask. Like, they're this person that you've been hoping and dreaming for, that you wanted or whatever. And that's not it, you know what I'm saying? And below that, we have optimism popping out. So yeah, this person feels like you're gonna let them back in. They feel like they're gonna have, you know what I'm saying, success with coming back in with this reunion. You know what I'm saying? They like dreaming about this shit. They daydream about this shit. Like, see how he jumping out that parachute? It's like a thrill for them. It's like exhilarating to them to feel or think that, hey, well, I know how much this person loved me. I know if I come back around, they're going to let me back in. You know what I'm saying? No, bro, it ain't working like that. Or sis, it's not working like that. I don't think this person is optimistic about you coming back around. I don't think you are optimistic about this person coming back around. I think you just pretty much done with their ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? You going on your own route. Like, you don't want to deal with that shit. Like, you feel me? So let's do happy endings in reverse. Try to do that. Let's do happy endings in reverse, Holy Spirit. We have suffering. So yeah, this person is suffering. That person that was standing on the other side of that window with those withering roses, this person is suffering. Like I said, I saw in the meditation, like, this person is withering away. They're literally sad as hell. You know what I'm saying? They feel like they lost you, you know what I'm saying? Or they started losing things after they left you. Confirmation. They started losing a lot after they left you, and they didn't realize that while they were with you, they probably were gaining. You know what I'm saying? They were probably getting promotions. They were probably getting level ups. People were noticing them more. You know what I'm saying? They were getting more recognition, things like that. But now it's seeming like they're having issues in the workplace. You know what I'm saying? Because it looked like they got on suit and tie and shit. So they're probably having issues in the workplace. They could have lost them up. They could have lost their job. You know what I'm saying? They break up. Probably put them in a bad state of mind, and they were, you know, walking around acting like everything was okay, and it really wasn't, and it started to affect their everyday life, including their work. And then you have the high priestess up under that, because you are the high priestess. You saw them exactly for who they were. Once they left you, you saw them. I mean, I feel like you saw them before they left. I feel like they left because you did see them. You probably called them out on the things that they were doing to you, and I feel like it became too much for them because they had to answer for those things that they did to you that you were questioning them about. Confirmation. So they are suffering behind this shit because you saw them. That's why you guys do not have a happy ending. Tell me more, please. We have the star. You're the star. It's getting high priestess to the star, man. You are a divine being. You know what I'm saying? This is giving, man, you are fire. You are that deal. You are that thing. And they're seeing that shit now. This person is hoping that you'll let them back in. But you have renewed yourself in such a way that they can't come back in. Like, you're no longer compatible with this person. You've left the timeline that they're on. You can't go back to that. Once you leave a timeline, once you elevate, it's no going back. If you go back, you're just gonna reset yourself back to like fucking shit up or shit not going right in your life. So you don't need to do that. So you just need to stay exactly where you are, because you're exactly where you need to be at this time without this person. Tell me more. Wow. You saw them. You saw them for exactly who they were. Too many Holy Spirit. You saw them. Then under that we have reward. Yeah. Y'all know how them folks be on, like, I know y'all seen them little memes or them little videos and shit that be on Facebook, and them folks be doing stuff, and then they be like, it's kind of like a reward. You know what I'm saying? So that's how they was looking at you. You know what I'm saying? They thought that they thought that they was doing something. You know what I'm saying? They thought that they were going to be rewarded for doing these things to you, but it backfired on their ass. Instead, you got rewarded because you saw exactly who they were. You know what I'm saying? You came out on top. You started making steady progress. You started working towards the things that you needed to work on. You actually, out of sight, out of mind. Once this person jumped out the window on your ass, it was like mind over matter. You know what I'm saying? It probably took you a little while to get over their ass though, but you did it, and it brought you out onto the other side where you're fruitful, you're abundant. You know what I'm saying? See how she's looking at that apple? You feel me? Like she ready. She grew that. That's something that she grew. You know what I'm saying? And when you grow things, you have to let it go through a specific process. You have to nurture it. You have to love on it. You got to make sure this is right. The temp right over here. You got to make sure ain't nothing eating on the shit. You got to make sure it's in a good environment, and that's what you did for yourself. You put yourself in alignment. You placed yourself in this soil. You nurtured yourself. You nurtured your soil where you planted that seed, and this is where it grew from in your abundance. You know what I'm saying? Tell me more about Lifesaver, please. Tell me more about Lifesaver with 2030 on the time. Tell me more about Lifesaver, Holy Spirit. Too many. Tell me more about Lifesaver. Tell me more about Lifesaver. We have strength. Yeah, they're looking for you to come back in because they see that you are actually stronger than they thought you were. They thought you was a weak motherfucker. They thought that you was going to be on your motherfucking knees, begging, crying, all that shit. They probably thought you was going to come back to them like, please, oh, please. Nah, you ain't do none of that shit, man. You the one that's strong. You the one that goddamn, it's like they drained you. Like they made you weak in the beginning, but when they left you, you became strong. You know what I'm saying? Like you got stronger. It's like you turned into a beast. They turned you into another motherfucking kind of creature. You know what I'm saying? You came full circle into some shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like you set up a routine, you stuck with that shit, you mastered yourself. You mastered everything about yourself. Your feelings, that shit that they put you in, you persevered through that shit. You went within yourself. You didn't say, why me? Why me? You ain't do none of that shit. You basically was just like, shit, I need to make better decisions because it looks like the people that I'm allowing into my life ain't doing them but coming in. They ain't doing them but coming in and hurting me. They ain't doing them but coming in and depleting me. They taking everything from me. You know what I'm saying? And when you saw that, you didn't see that until after the fact though. You know what I'm saying? This person had you blinded. They probably could have had you under a love spell or some type of shit like that. Or they thought that the things that y'all were doing together would have had you caught up or mesmerized or hypnotized to the point where you'll just be looking at them dreaming all the goddamn time. Even if they leave for 2-3 days or a week or so and they pop back up, you'll still be there ready and willing with open arms. Hell no, you ain't, nah, fuck that. No, you stronger than that, man. And you showing this motherfucker that. Then we got coming out balance and the sun. Yeah, you got stronger. You balanced out your emotions. You balanced out the way that this person had you feeling because you knew that wasn't your energy. You know what I'm saying? They projected that onto you because the things that they were doing to you, that's actually how they feel about themselves. That's how other people treated them. So I guess they pushed that off on the people that they tend to date. And it's coming out, and then you got the sun right up under there. So things are being illuminated at this time, or you went straight towards the truth. You know what I'm saying? You're now full of energy. You're feeling enthusiastic about the things that you're coming into. You're able to complete more things. Confirmation verb, excuse me, I'm sorry. You're feeling like you can complete more things, you know what I'm saying? Or you are, confirmation verb. Or you are completing more things. You're able to. You got this. You probably got a plan set up. You probably got a schedule that you have yourself set back on. Because I feel like you were probably already on the schedule, and this person came in and disrupted that. They kind of threw you off your rocker. You know what I'm saying? But that didn't last long. You know what I'm saying? So tell me more, Holy Spirit, about this Lifesaver. What's going on? Damn, this fire. Damn, this person feeling fucked up. That too many, Holy Spirit. Shit, but I'm telling the truth though. I'm telling the absolute truth though. I'm telling the truth. This person's sick, man. They feeling fucked up. Like you left this person in the dust. And below that, we have attraction. So that means that you are someone who's very attractive. You're not, you know what I'm saying, a sore sight to see. You're not somebody that's hard on the eyes or anything like that. So even if you did, I mean, even with you being this beautiful ass person, I'm feeling like you're beautiful inside and out. You know what I'm saying? And they still looked, maybe because you looked that way, they thought that they could do you like this. Because, you know, sometimes people say people have pretty privilege or whatever. So maybe they thought you used your looks for everything. So they may have tried to humble you in that, thinking that you probably thought that you were this hot shit or whatever. And they probably tried to come in and humble your ass. But they didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Why, like, what was your purpose? Who told you whatever they told you to make you feel like you had to come in and humble this person? That's what it's giving me. Somebody was in this motherfucker ear. You know what I'm saying? So they came in. You a fine motherfucker. They probably never dated nobody that looked like you. You know what I'm saying? You probably was the baddest motherfucker that they ever motherfucking dated. And that shit intimidated the fuck out of them. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know what to do with your ass. So they fumbled. You know what I'm saying? And then behind that, we have compassion. Yeah, you're compassionate. You're beautiful. You're compassionate. You know what I'm saying? You know how to balance things out. You're very strong. Your head's strong. You go within. You don't let people, like, try to push shit off onto you. Maybe you did in the beginning because you were still, you know what I'm saying, maybe you were still trying to find yourself or find your footing when it came to relationships, and this person really came in and they showed you that. So it's giving me that this person actually was the catalyst to pushing you into who you really needed to be. You know what I'm saying? Maybe your compassion scared this person. Maybe they never felt a love like that. You probably gave them so much love that they didn't have the capacity to hold what you were giving them. So they jumped ship. You know what I'm saying? You steady pouring and pouring and pouring into this person, and this person steady taking and taking and taking, and then they taking it to other people. You know what I'm saying? And by the time they get back to you, you know what I'm saying, you ain't got nothing left to give because they done drained you. You know what I'm saying? They done fucked you over. So yeah, this person fucked up about this shit. They saw you as something that you were not, and they screwed themselves out of a long-term, healthy, loving commitment with you. You know what I'm saying? And they probably fucked up about that shit. And then we have prosperity and dreams fulfilled. Damn, you got prosperity out here twice, yo. So you doing a motherfucking thing. You probably coming into new things. You're probably about to come into a new career. You're probably creating new things for yourself that are being very lucrative for you at this time. Is placing you in the spotlight, or is placing you in position for others to, you know what I'm saying, recognize who you are as a person, like this person did not, because they didn't see you. So now other people are starting to see you. You know what I'm saying? And we got dreams fulfilled at the bottom. So because you stayed positive through this whole thing, you weren't confirmation, you weren't pessimistic, you weren't hateful towards yourself, you didn't allow this shit to get you bogged down. It really, now you in your wish fulfillment season. You about to get everything that you've ever wanted. Anything that you've prayed for, increase, any of that, to expand your business, more followers, or whatever, however you want to look at it, whatever you were birthing, it has pushed you into this wish fulfillment season. You're about to get exactly what you've been praying for. Damn, that is fire. Let's clarify confirmation. Let's clarify the bottom card, honor, the overall feeling, because you the prize. You the trophy. You everything that this person thought that the other person they left you for was. No. They feeling stupid as fuck now. Let's clarify honor, please. Let's clarify honor, Holy Spirit. And then we'll close this out once we run through that. That's crazy. Damn. How you trick yourself out your own spot, bro? How you let somebody come in and tell you something about somebody else when you're actually there? You know what I'm saying? So under honor, we have intellect. You're a smart motherfucker. You held in high honor. You this privileged motherfucker. You smart as hell. Can't shit get past you. I'm telling you, this person thought you were dumb. This person thought you was stupid, that you could not see the shit that they were putting you through. But you see, she got her glasses on, them bitches clear. You saw that motherfucker clearly. But now they're seeing you in the light that they should have saw you in the motherfucking first place. That's crazy. So you now generate new income. You coming into all these motherfucking you come into all this new shit, this new fulfilling shit that's gonna bring you wish fulfillment. You know what I'm saying? You are stimulating, like, all the way around. It's not like your conversations are stimulating, your wordplay is stimulating, how you carry yourself is stimulating. You're just a stimulating person, and you do that shit effortlessly. It's not like you go out here and you try to seduce people or flirt with people or none of that shit. It's just on you. You know what I'm saying? It's just you. It's just you. And the moon popped out, so yeah, that was hidden from them about you. They didn't know that shit. Tell me more. Tell me more. And because give me 3 more cards. Thank you, Holy Spirit. So with that, we have achievements coming out. Yeah, you achieving shit. You busting shit up. You busting shit down. You relaxing. You getting shit done. Hell, you probably finna come into so much motherfucking money that you gonna need a goddamn assistant. You heard what I'm saying? You gonna need a motherfucking assistant. You gonna be able to sit back, kick your feet up. You gonna be making money in your freaking sleep. You heard? Confirmation. And they feel lonely. They feel lonely without you. You know what I'm saying? They depressed about this shit. They depressed that you bossing up and they got left behind, but they left you first. They left you first, man. So how the hell you mad? Because you came in half-assed on this person. This person saw you for who you were, a half-assed dimwit, and now they feeling lonely without you. But, I mean, hey, shit, what goes up must come down. Them tables got to turn sometime, don't it? And on the behind that, we got culmination. So, yeah, you're about to come into a new partnership that's oh my God. You about to come into a new partnership. Y'all, I mean, you're not going to have to ask for anything. Whatever you feel, whatever you need, this person is going to know off the rip. Like, it's not like you're going to have to coach this person into how to love you. You're not going to have to coach this person into, you know what I'm saying, how to see you or treat you or anything like that. This person more than likely will be up before you get up cooking breakfast. You know what I'm saying? This person might have your clothes laid. Confirmation, this person might have your clothes laid out. When it's time for y'all to go to bed, this motherfucker might rub you to sleep every night. This motherfucker might run your bath water, shit like that. Like, this is somebody that's going to come in and cater to you. The person that jumped out the window on you, they are now feeling defeated. Yeah, you defeated your motherfucking self. Ain't nobody defeat. You didn't defeat this person. View like the high priestess, star energy. You didn't do this to this person. This person did this to themselves. I feel like that's you and your new person in the back, and that confirmation. That's you and your new person in the back, and that's them right here crying about this shit because they can't get back in. They saw you as somebody that couldn't even come in the top 3. You heard me? You weren't even in the top 3 with this motherfucking person. This person had you on a roster. They treated you like you were an option. You heard me? And this is the 10 of Swords. So that's giving me this person defeated, depleted, stepped on. They feeling stabbed in the back. So whoever they left you for, they probably did they ass like that. And now they really feeling this shit. So y'all, the half-ass confirmation, the half-ass motherfucker got defeated on both ends. They probably got left over there. Ain't no telling. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably why they feeling lonely. Now they ain't got now one of y'all ass. So what you gonna do now? What you gonna do? You try to play a game. You know what I'm saying? You know what they say? Play stupid games. You win stupid motherfucking prizes. So this person is in utter turmoil. This person is in utter despair because they fucking fumbled. Because you knew who you were. They didn't. God hid you in plain sight in front of this person. Man, look. And they didn't see. They failed to see past what you didn't have at that time or what you didn't portray. They probably thought you was a money-hungry motherfucker. They probably thought you was somebody that always had your hand out, not knowing you had your own motherfucking money. You don't ask nobody for shit. You don't ask nobody for nothing. I feel like you very independent, you know what I'm saying? And this person more than likely was used to codependency. So because you were independent, this person didn't know what to do with you. So they had to get the fuck on because I'm assuming they thinking like, how can I, where do you get somebody that got everything or that don't ask for nothing? Man, time, attention, and love, man, you get them the shit that's free. You don't have to always produce anything like tangible for somebody to fucking love you or show you some type of affection or show you some type of recognition. And I think that's what you were supposed to come in and teach this person, but they weren't ready for that shit. They wanted to still play around, mingle, frolic with, you know what I'm saying, the community, and you wasn't going for that shit. So because of that, you have a new stable relationship coming in. It's you and your new person back here. This person is about to come in and make you so fucking happy, man. Like, I feel happy. Like, I'm happy for your ass. And this person is gonna be like this. And they probably gonna be like that for a long ass motherfucking time. They're gonna feel like you the one that got away. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're feeling intense grief at this time. They are feeling pain because they were cheating on you, infidelity. They was fucking off on you. You did none of that to this person. You were actually faithful through the whole thing. You didn't underhand this person. You didn't confirmation. You didn't cut this person out. You didn't treat this person less than. You treated this person like they was winning, even if they was fucking losing. You heard? And the song that's playing right now is Signs by Tink. And the time is 9:32. I don't think I've heard this before. Yeah, somebody thinks you're picture perfect. The lyrics say, a dove has no aim, thrown off my game, we were supposed to. Last for a while, walk down the aisle, just to say I do. You're the perfect picture. I kept it 10 times 10, went against my own friends. Yeah, you did. You kept it 10 toes with this motherfucker, man. And this motherfucker went against the grain. And you know what happened when you go against the grain? You know, when y'all see fish, the groups of fish, and they be swimming upstream, they be going with the flow. What happened to the fish that be trying to go against the grain? They be fighting that shit. You know what I'm saying? They fighting that shit until they get exhausted and they have no choice but to go with the flow. So now that's what this person is going through right now. They went against the grain so much that they're burnt out, they're tired, they're depleted, they're defeated, they feel stepped on. That now they're forced to go with the flow. But the flow that they're going in, you're no longer on that flow. You're on a whole nother flow with someone else, and they do not like that shit at all. So hey, you did your motherfucking big one. Viewer, chat, however you want, whatever you want, me kind of collective, high priestess, star energy, you did your motherfucking big one. You showed this motherfucker something. And I'm telling you now, every relationship that they have after you, they will be looking for you in those people, and they will not find you. This person will be stuck on your ass forever. You may have a forever stalker on your hands at this time. I hate to say that shit, but this person is more than likely going to stalk you for the rest of their life. In silence, though. You know what I'm saying? They probably don't stalk y'all on social media, all kind of shit, on every platform, making fake pages, all that shit, man. But that's what they get. Shit, you continue to glow up, man. You continue to keep your prayers strong. You continue to worship and do whatever you've been doing to keep yourself in alignment, because you are exactly where you need to be. I love this for you. Damn. Love, light, peace.